What's going on, Giants fans? Just wanted to hop on here. I feel like I'm making a video every damn day, but like I said in my last video, when you have a new regime coming in, news breaks at the hour, every fucking hour it seems. And I just want to keep on top of it, keep my subscribers and followers aware of what's going on with everything New York Giants. Number one, I want to hop on here. A little bit of somber news coming out of East Rutherford. Reports are circulating, which I think are now official. According to Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport, Ken Dorsey, the Bills quarterback coach of last year, will remain with the Buffalo Bills. He is staying in Orchard Park. He has been promoted to be the next offensive coordinator for the Bills. Reports before that was that Brian Daboll was going to take him with him to New York, but those reports have came and gone. Or have come and gone, whatever. The reports are fucking not real. He's not coming to New York. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied trying to fucking drive and do this at the same time. Yep, he's not going to be our offensive coordinator. Little pissed about that. I was really excited that we were going to bring him along. I know he's does tremendous work with young quarterback prospects entering the combine, preparing for the draft. I know he used to have his old... I used to have an old quarterback camp with college and high school kids. He knows his shit. He knows his quarterback position. I mean, he was a pretty successful quarterback, I'd say, in college with the Miami Hurricanes, the U. Went to a couple natties. I believe he won one national championship. But he is staying in Orchard Park. He will remain with the Bills as their offensive coordinator, which I'm not going to knock him on it for. He's working with Josh Allen. He wants to establish himself as a premier head coaching candidate in the next 2 to 3 years. And what better way to do that than working with a superstar quarterback talent like Josh Allen himself? So that's a little bit of bad news. Other reports came out that our next candidate to be an offensive coordinator for the Giants under Daboll is down to 3 finalists. Chad O'Shea from the Browns, Pep Hamilton from the Texans, and Mike Kafka from the Chiefs. I don't really know too much about Chad O'Shea other than know that Baker Mayfield fucking sucks under him. So he would be my least favorite candidate to be promoted to offensive coordinator. I like Pep Hamilton a little bit. Still not too familiar with him, but apparently people around the league think he's very, very highly of him. Think very highly of him. And the other one was Chiefs. I believe Chiefs quarterback coach or quality control. I don't know. Somewhere, but he was on the Chiefs. Mike Kafka, former Eagles backup quarterback. He fucking sucked as a quarterback, but most good coaches aren't really good talented-wise in the NFL, just like Coach K in basketball. He fucking sucked at basketball. One of the greatest college basketball coaches of all time. If I had to pick one person, I'm probably going with Kafka due to the fact that he's worked well under Andy Reid and Bieniemy for a long time. He's learned from both of those great young men. I wouldn't say young. At least Bieniemy's young. Andy Reid's an old fat fuck. But he's worked well under those two good men. Two good football minds teaching him the ways. So I will go with Kafka as my top choice. Doesn't really matter, I think, because Daboll's probably going to be calling the plays. In his press conference, a lot of Giants fans expressed a little bit of angst and worry that Brian Daboll did not confirm that he would be the play caller. Don't read too much into it. I'm pretty sure Daboll will be calling the plays. That's why Schoen... fuck! Stop calling him fucking Schoen. That's why Shane hired him. This dude really got to fix his last name. But that's why I think Shane hired him. He likes Daboll's play calling. Josh Allen obviously played well under him. So yeah. That's one news. Dorsey will not be the Giants offensive coordinator, so cross him off your list. In other news, we did hire the Buffalo Bills offensive line coach to be the Giants' next O-line coach. Apparently, he's received a lot of high praise from coaches around the league and players. He's a big fan of these boulders that Brian Daboll likes to call O-linemen. A lot of people think they're called hog mollies from Ghetto Fuck calling them that, but nah, I like boulders better because boulders are tough to move. Hog mollies just seem like fat, lazy fucks who just like to eat and don't like to fucking work. So we're going to call these guys boulders. And apparently this new O-line coach likes that center out of Iowa. I would not be happy. I would not be disappointed if we did snag him at 7, especially if we can't get Neal at 5. But I think we hired a good O-line coach. I'm excited to see what he can bring. Hopefully revamp and fix his O-line as soon as possible to give Daniel Jones some fucking time to throw. And hopefully Jones' head doesn't come off. In other news, Giants news related, Joe Schoen was reported talking to Peter King of Sports Illustrated. He's very aware of the cap hell. Fuck. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied trying to pay attention to driving and do this video at once. But anyway, Joe Schoen is very aware of the cap hell that we are in currently. And apparently he said he needs to get at least $40 million off the books to clear some cap space. Now, I'll say this. 40 fucking million ain't no fucking chump change. That's a hell of a lot of money. Which kind of worries me because I know we have a lot of overpaid players on our team. But some of these players are making a lot of money and they shouldn't be. If I had to guess what's going to happen to clear 40 million, now put your suggestions of who do you think we should keep and cut, trade, what have you. Put those in the comment section. If I had to guess, I think Saquon Barkley is definitely up for trade, especially with a contract extension looming over him. With his injury concerns the last 2 years, would not be surprised if Saquon Barkley is a trade bait. Also on that list, I think we should just scrap the whole fucking contract and just cut him. Kenny Galladay experiment has not worked out. He does not put the work ethic in. He does not try hard. He is constantly hurt, constantly complaining. There is no fucking way he is worth $17, $18 million a year. No fucking way at all. Cut your losses with him. Cut him. Put him on the free agency list. If you can trade him, but I don't think anyone in their right mind wants to pay that motherfucker who won't even die for a football within reach that much fucking money per year. So I think we should definitely think about trading Barkley. Definitely should think about trading Galladay. Next on that list, Dexter Lawrence. He's due for a contract extension. I believe his rookie contract is soon to be up. He hasn't performed as well as everyone liked. He did play better next to Dalvin Tomlinson. Hasn't really played well last year. I think he could be another cap casualty, as well as Jabril Peppers, who's constantly hurt. Kind of overrated. McKinney's better than him anyway, and it seems like the Giants really like playing Logan Ryan and Julian Love. I'd add Peppers to the mix. Sterling Shepard, who, as a football player, I love him. He fucking plays hard. He's tough. He's a teammate, a great teammate. He always puts team first. Just with the amount of concussions he suffered in his career and the amount of injuries he seems to have occur to him throughout the course of each season. Cut him. So that would be 4 guys so far. Barkley trade, cut Lawrence, cut Galladay, cut Shepard, cut Peppers. Maybe restructure Bradbury. If we can't get a restructure on him, I'd say cut him. Cut Blake Martinez. I know he's a tackling machine, but with that ACL injury, who knows if he'll come back the same player. I think he'll be pushing 30 years old this year. Cut him. Nate Solder, fuck you. You're gone. Everyone knows how I feel about that stupid piece of shit. Cut his ass. Evan Ingram's a free agent. He will not be back, I don't believe. Will Hernandez is a free agent. He is gone. I still don't see $40 million out of those players. There's going to be a lot more cap cuts coming. It's going to be an interesting offseason, I will say that. But anyway, just want to update you guys. Keep this video nice and short because I know I'll be breaking some more news later on this week when we decide to hire a offensive coordinator. With that being said, go Giants. Stay blessed. Stay safe. I will talk to you guys soon.